Hi guys, this is a trade I just execute and this is crash 500. I'll be explaining how I get into this trade. Now I have missed an entry earlier, so I'll explain from that part and then how I get into this particular one. Now this is H1. Now on this H1, I want you to look at this. Price is bullish. This is an uptrend. Price is above the middle Bollinger Band. Remember, I've explained before in one of our previous videos that the only way you can determine that this price have changed direction, the fact that price drop below the middle Bollinger Band alone is not a change of trend. For instance, in this case, you see that price drop. This is the middle Bollinger Band and price is below it. That doesn't mean the trend has changed. So this one now, you can already see price have come below here. It is not a change of trend. Before we will say the trend has changed, this is what we want to see. Price will come below it, just as it's going up now. It will pull up here somewhere, retest it around this zone and continue to the downside. Then it has become a change of trend and that is a downtrend. Now, having established that this is H1, and then another reason why I said this is not a change of trend. First, here we are having a divergence. So I want you to take note of that this is a divergence. And what this divergence tells us is that we have come to the end of the pullback, which is the retracement. So on this 1 hour, if my entry is based on this 1 hour, this is what we will be having. If you look at this place critically, you realize that we are having a bullish pin bar. So you can see from this bearish candle there is a rejection. The next bullish candle gives us a rejection, and then price push up, and this particular bullish candle, which is this one you are seeing here now, this is a bullish pin bar. So that is our validation for this particular entry. So this bullish pin bar is what gave us an entry for a buy. Why? Because price is in our zone. Because price is in the zone of support. This is an order block. And if you look at that critically, there is also an internal liquidity. So you can see that here, this is internal liquidity sitting in this zone. Okay, there is an internal liquidity here, and this internal liquidity was taken by this sweep of price to the downside. And that is one of the things that as well validate this particular order block for a buy. So if you come to our 15-minute time frame, this is our 15-minute time frame, and as well you realize that there is a divergence in this zone. Look at this. You can see where my hairline is. So from here now, this is a divergence. So if you consider it somewhere like this, we are having a divergence. And that is how I come in although the entry is based on the pin bar from the 1 hour time frame. So now, remember previously we have been making entry based on our chart pattern, which is the bullish and the bearish pin bar chart pattern. So in this particular one now, I just showed you how you can make your entry based on a candlestick pattern on H1 time frame, and that candlestick pattern is a bullish pin bar. So this pin bar now is what validates this entry. If I were here when this first rejection happened after making this trade, but I didn't see it on time, this is when I get to see it, and that is why I am in this trade. So let's keep track and let's see how the trade plays out. Alright guys, you can see that this trade is currently in a drawdown. We have done our analysis. If this trade continue in this drawdown, my stop loss is already at this zone and it takes me out of this trade. It simply means this is a change of trend. Just as we said that price break out of it, we test the zone and then it continue to the downside. That means we'll now begin to look for a selling opportunity instead of a buying opportunity. If not until that happens, we are still very much in an uptrend. So let's see what price will do, and I'll give you updates as it progresses. Alright guys, you can see what happened as far as this trade is concerned. More validation. First, look at this. This thing now pulled back all the way to this point. But you can see that it did not take me out of the trade. So this pulled back all the way to this point again and then got rejected and begin to pull to the upside. So now what are we having? We are having a double confirmation. This is a W chart pattern. So you can see now this is another confirmation for another entry. So the entry we are having here is a perfect entry, and let's see it play out. Alright guys, so you can see how this works. You can see the trade playing out perfectly and exactly as we analyze. This is beautiful. Also in my Telegram group, I made this trade call the same time I was entering this trade, and I believe they see I'm in profit, they are also in profit. So there'll be a link in the description where you will join the Telegram group, so you can as well get the same notification, get the same signal, and also be part of what we are doing. So thank you for watching up to this time. Please do well to like this video, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our future video. Thank you and see you then.